I give up job opportunities, furthering my education, and my dreams just to find out this in the end. Alright, let me take it from the top. Me and my husband, we're not some Tinder story or we met at a bar kind of couple. We're that couple, the high school sweethearts everybody gets sick of hearing about. He's the quarterback. I'm in the bleachers every Friday night, face painted, rocking his number on my hoodie like I own it. People roll their eyes, but even our teachers kinda root for us. Those two are gonna get married one day. And yeah, they're right. We do. We don't wait. While everybody else runs off chasing careers or moving to big cities, we go the opposite way. We get married young, move into this tiny starter house with squeaky floors and a bathroom door that never fully closes. I've got offers, good ones too. A job in another state, a scholarship to go back to school, but I let it go. I keep telling myself, I'll do all that later. Right now, it's about us. Because that's what you do when you're building a life with someone, right? You sacrifice. And honestly, it doesn't even feel like a tragic sacrifice. We're happy. Broke half the time, living on ramen and frozen pizza, but happy. He brings me random gas station flowers. We binge Netflix shows, and on weekends we drive out to the lake with sandwiches and talk about our future. And I'm good with that. I think I have it all. Here's the thing, he's not some cold, distant guy. That man spoils me. Even when we don't have much. Birthdays? Always a surprise. Christmas? Piles of gifts under the tree. Random Tuesday? He's showing up with my favorite candy bar or telling me, get dressed, we're going out. Even when he starts traveling more for work, he comes back with perfume, scarves, souvenirs. So yeah, I never doubt him. What wife questions the man who's showering her with affection? But now, looking at it, there are little moments I brush off. One Christmas, he says something about the blue and silver ornaments looking good this year, and I'm like, babe, what? We've been doing red and gold since forever. He laughs, says I must have remembered wrong, and I drop it. Or he tells a story that doesn't line up, like saying, remember when we grilled last Saturday? When he wasn't even home. I just laugh, thinking he's tired. And the trips, those start stretching. 1 night, 2 nights, then a week, then 2. I joke with him, don't forget about me out there, Mr. World Traveler, and he kisses me, says, never, babe. You're my whole world, and I believe it. One trip though, it sticks with me. He comes back after almost 2 weeks, and instead of running to me like always, he hugs me real quick and says he's exhausted. Doesn't want to talk about the trip, doesn't want to answer questions. Just showers, crashes on the couch, and stares at the ceiling like half his mind is somewhere else. I sit there, holding the takeout I bought for his welcome home, and think, that was weird. He's stressed. He's tired. I tell myself I'm overthinking. I'm not about to be that wife, you know the type, scrolling his phone, grilling him, snooping like a detective. That's not me. We've known each other our whole lives, same school, same church, families connected. If there's anyone I trust, it's him. Still, my gut whispers sometimes, something's not right, but I shut it down. Because his love, his affection, his spoiling, it doesn't line up with something bad, so I decide it's nothing. Just work, just stress, just life, and I convince myself we'll get back to normal. But deep down, that hug, that silence gets to me. After that weird trip, I tell myself not to obsess. People have off days, right? Bad weeks, stress, deadlines. No big deal. I promise myself I won't turn into that paranoid wife who reads into every sigh and every missed call. And honestly, he doesn't let me doubt him long. The very next weekend, he's back to his old self, joking around, dragging me out for dinner, showing up with flowers like we're teenagers again. It's like he can sense when I'm starting to pull away, and the second he feels it, he reels me right back in. And me, I fall for it every single time. I eat it up like I've been starving. But the trips, they don't slow down. If anything, they multiply. What starts as 1 or 2 nights away turns into 5, then 10. At first, he FaceTimes me every evening, holding the camera up to some sad little hotel dinner, pretending to pout about soggy French fries or lumpy pillows. I laugh, he complains, and it feels almost normal, like he's right there with me. But then the calls get shorter, then fewer, and when I ask, he waves it off. Wi-Fi sucks. Maybe once, I'd buy it. But every hotel? In 2023? Really? Still, he knows how to balance it out. Packages arrive at the door, perfume, shoes, little gadgets he swears made me think of you. He sends me money with notes like, treat yourself, babe. And honestly, Who doesn't love that? What kind of wife complains about being spoiled? But that's not all. Suddenly, he's sharper. New shirts, polished shoes, a brand new cologne that doesn't smell anything like the one I bought him last Christmas. I tease him, "Okay, Mr. GQ, who are you trying to impress?" And he smirks, pulls me close and says, "Just staying sharp for you. You deserve a husband who looks good." And tell me, how do you argue with that? Except the slip-ups start. Small things at first, but sharp enough to stick. One evening, he casually mentions the neighbor's kids being loud last weekend. I blink, confused. We don't have kids on our street. None. I ask, "What neighbors?" He freezes just for a second, then chuckles, smooths it over. "Oh, I meant at the hotel." Another time, he insists we had silver and blue Christmas ornaments. Silver and blue. We've never decorated with those colors. I tell him he's mixing us up with someone else, and he swears I just don't remember. And me, stupid me, I let it go. But I can't keep it bottled forever. One night, after too many little slip-ups pile on, I finally ask straight, "What's going on with you? You're gone all the time. You feel distant." I expect hope for honesty. Instead, he pulls me in, stares into my eyes, and whispers, "Babe, you know you're the most precious thing to me. I can't live without you." And there I am, blushing, melting. It's the first time in years I feel guilty for even questioning his loyalty. Guess what I do? I apologize. I apologize for asking my own husband why he's acting off. Because I love him. Because I want to believe. 2 weeks later, he sweeps me off my feet with a surprise getaway. A fancy hotel, spa treatments, dinners that taste like pure heaven. He keeps saying, "See, we're solid." And I believe him. I believe him completely. And yet, the confusion gnaws at me, because the gaps in his stories never stop. The money? It doesn't add up. Strange cash withdrawals. Bills with addresses I don't recognize. I ask once gently, and he brushes it off, "Work stuff." Then he hands me a velvet box with a necklace inside and says, "Stop overthinking. I got you." And what do? I drop it. Because who argues when your husband is showering you with gifts? But here's what really messes with me. He never stops being affectionate. He still holds my hand when we're driving. He still kisses me on the forehead when I'm making coffee. He still leaves little notes in my lunch bag. Every movie, every book says men grow cold when they're hiding something. Not him. He's warmer than ever. And that's the worst part. Because his love makes me second guess myself. So I turn inward. I start putting the blame on me. Maybe he's just stressed. Maybe it's financial pressure. Maybe it's something with his health he doesn't want to scare me with. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not enough anymore. I stand in front of the mirror, tugging at my clothes, picking apart every flaw, wondering if he regrets the life he built with me. And then, just when I'm drowning in my own thoughts, he throws me a lifeline. Flowers at the door, a candle at dinner, a love note tucked into my book. And I tell myself, "See, he loves you. You're paranoid. Stop creating problems where there aren't any." And that's how I stay blind. Completely blind. I don't see what's staring me right in the face. Because the truth doesn't slam into me until the very end. So here's where I'm at. I'm not snooping, not digging through drawers, not scrolling through his phone like some paranoid detective. That's never been me. I've always prided myself on trust. But lately, I'm just noticing things. Tiny things I can't unsee anymore, no matter how hard I try to brush them off. Like one random Tuesday late afternoon, I'm sitting on the sofa paying bills online. Routine, click, click, done. Then a weird utility charge pops up on the statement. At first glance, no big deal until I notice it's tied to a completely different account number. Different address too. My brain immediately tries to rationalize. Oh, maybe it's from our old apartment. Something got left open. But then it hits me, I don't remember us ever living on that street. My curiosity gets the best of me. I copy the address and drop it into Google Maps. And there it is, a neat little house across town. Cute porch, freshly painted shutters. Nothing extraordinary, except it feels lived in, like a home, a real one. I sit there staring at the screen, my heart pounding. And then I do what I always do, I talk myself down. Maybe it's work related. Maybe he's helping out a friend. Don't be dramatic. That night, I bring it up casually, half expecting him to laugh and explain. Instead, he doesn't even blink, just shrugs and says, "Oh, that's for a business client." I just cover stuff sometimes. His tone is so calm, so dismissive, that I feel ridiculous for even asking. He even smiles at me, that reassuring smile I've trusted for years. And just like that, I let it go. Again. But the cracks don't stop showing. A week later, I catch him on the phone late at night, out in the garage. He's whispering, and I swear I didn't even mean to eavesdrop, but the door was cracked, and I heard it. A voice, clear as a bell on the other end. I'll see you soon. My stomach drops. My skin prickles like electricity. I lean in closer, heart pounding in my ears, trying to convince myself I misheard. But when he finally comes back inside, all casual, I test him. I say lightly, "Who was that?" Sounded like a lady. He chuckles, shakes his head, kisses me on the forehead like I'm being silly. Nah, babe, just a coworker. Bad connection. And because he says it with such ease, I force myself to believe him. Again. But deep down, it eats at me, grows roots, twists tighter every day. One weekend, fate decides for me. I accidentally take a different route running errands. GPS rerouting me right past that exact address from the bill. My stomach knots instantly, and then I see it. His car, parked right there in the driveway. He's not at work. He's not with a client. He's here. Before I can even process, the front door opens. Out walks a woman early 30s, casual, jeans and a t-shirt, pretty, but not glamorous. The kind of woman who looks comfortable in her own home. She's holding a toddler on her hip. And then two more kids, little ones, run out onto the lawn screaming, "Daddy." I swear the world stops spinning. He bends down, drops the grocery bags he's carrying, and scoops them up like it's second nature. Like he's done it every single day of their lives. And the woman? She smiles at him, soft and familiar, the way you do when you've watched the same scene play out 1,000 times before. I can't breathe. My hands are frozen to the steering wheel. My brain screams at me that my eyes must be lying, but they're not. It's him. It's real. And then everything rewinds in my head like a cruel highlight reel. The wrong Christmas ornaments, the loud neighbors, the random toys, the perfume receipts I thought were for me, the cash withdrawals, the bad Wi-Fi during his weekends away. All of it suddenly makes sense. And the part that shatters me most, the math doesn't add up. The timeline doesn't make sense. Because me and him, we've been together forever. High school sweethearts. Straight into marriage. So when did he even have the time to build another life? Another family? And I thought we were meant to be poor. That night, he strolls back into our home like nothing's wrong. Drops his keys on the counter. Asks what's for dinner. Flips on the TV. And I sit there across the room staring at him like he's a stranger wearing my husband's face. I confront him. He's shocked but still gaslights me saying he doesn't love her the way he loves me. My heart broke into pieces. What have I been married to? Later, when he finally falls asleep, I crack. I can't do it anymore. His words keep playing in my head like a dream. I don't even trust my own heart to hold steady. Instead, I pack a bag, quietly, methodically, my hands shaking so badly I can barely zip the suitcase. Then I sit in my car in the driveway, the night pressing in around me, and it hits me. My whole 20s, gone. The job offers I turned down, the school I didn't go back to, the dreams I shelved, all for a forever that turns out wasn't mine alone. The truth I can't escape, the one slicing me open, isn't just that he cheated. It's that he built a family, a whole other family, and somehow, he managed to live two lives right under my nose. And the part that destroys me completely? The timing. Because if we've known each other our entire lives, when did he even find the space to create hers? Before me? During me? The questions claw at me, and I know I'll never get answers that make sense. All I know is, the man I thought I knew never really existed. The worst part is I still loved him deeply. Despite all the years of gaslighting, I would come running back if he says everything is just one silly prank.